Hello Taurus, and welcome to your time of October 2017. So in your Tarotscopes, obviously we're going to cover your home and your family. We'll look at your career goals and aspirations, your finance, health and well-being, and of course your relationship dynamics. So here we go. All right, so the first thing that I do feel that is in and around you in connection with the time of the home and the family in October is that this sense of procrastination. You know that there is change that needs to come in, but you're not too sure which way to go. Do I make it now or do I wait? It's almost like as if you're sitting on the fence. And for some, it could be that you have been procrastinating about what makes you happy and what makes you content, yet what makes everybody else happy and what makes it's like as if you're just in a flurry. 1 minute it's okay, next minute it's not. 1 minute you need to know answers, the next minute you don't want to know answers. Now for those that are selling or buying or looking at relocation, there could be a situation where everything's up in the air. It's in a holding pattern, it's reached a bit of a stalemate, and you may need to go back in with renegotiations or even, go through and reassess whether this is really the right time. Maybe the holding pattern is because you get a chance to see if you're making the right choices for all the right reasons or settling for all the right reasons. And then for others, it just could be that you looking at things and you're saying, oh, I want to update this. Oh, no, I don't. It's like you want to spend your money, you want to put the energy into it, but at the same time, it's not that you're lazy, it's just that you just can't make your mind up. Maybe the options are just too good during this period of time. Now, if you're having problems with family around you, obviously the key word there was stalemate. You've reached a stalemate, so it is time for you to really reassess, is this worth pushing through, or is it best just to sit still and just see how things turn out in months to come? In connection with your career goals and aspirations, look, you've got the High Priestess in reverse. Now, she brings up quite a little bit of trauma. So that tells you that emotionally you're going to be feeling a little bit more fickle, but a lot confused. So there is a lot of information running around the workplace and everybody's going to be having their own issues with this. Do not get caught up in workplace politics. I feel the situation will sort itself out and clear itself. But if you give in to the excesses of worry and concern, if you overwork yourself and overpush yourself, you're going to be finding, even if you are rewarded for that energy, you're too tired and exhausted to even really recognize it. So Spirit's saying to you, this is a month here just to pace yourself along. Don't get caught up in situations. Don't allow your mind and your emotions to run away with yourself. Let's see. It's all about, let's see how it all turns out. And it may not be as bad as what you're thinking, but I just feel like as if everything's going from one point to another extreme, one extreme to the next. It's almost like as if there's a flurry of activity going on, and I feel lots of chitter chatter. Okay, but it's not really going to solve a lot. You're going to have to wait. Now, for those that are looking for work, well, this month does open up some very good opportunities for you, but like it is a famine or a feast, all or nothing. So you may be finding like, oh my goodness, do I accept this? Do I not do that? Should I be doing that interview? No, should I? It's almost like you're questioning, am I good enough? Would I fit this? Can I do it? Yes, you can. You've got great opportunities around you for good successes. And this is a chance for you to channel that energy into more productive areas of what you can see yourself achieving, rather than it being that nervous, anxious energy, okay? It's about you kind of going, okay, I do have those qualifications. I am willing to be trained. I do have that opportunity around me to be able to travel, and I do want advancement. It's like you're getting all these wonderful, pieces of the puzzle sitting here. But you don't have to worry about it. It's like just let things come together more naturally. In connection with your financial areas, Okay, look, you've got the 10 of Wands in reverse. This talks about taking the pressure off you financially. You may be finding that there is, a chance that you've finished up some accounts. Maybe this is the chance for a little bit of a break or a little bit of a holiday. Now, if you're not in that position to be able to do that, then it just means financially there's not a lot of expenditure this month, which means that the savings are going to be feeling a little bit more fuller and you're going to be feeling a lot more comfortable with this. But once again, again, this is about you being able to step back and not focus so much on that material. I know with Taurians it can be very difficult because you love to know that you've got that security around you, but I feel Spirit's saying, hey, take the pressure off. That money will just come in, or that abundance will just start to happen, and you're going to feel a lot more happier and comfortable when this does transpire because you're not focusing so much on what isn't there. In connection with your health and your well-being. All right, look, you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, she's a little bit of a nitpicker when she turns up in any part of the reading in reverse. She's cynical, overcritical, and this is what could be what you're going to go through. So with your health and well-being, you could be focusing so much on what isn't or isn't happening, and that you're starting to look at yourself and go like, maybe I am too old. Maybe I should change this. Maybe I should change my hair. Maybe I'm, this. It's like you're focusing too much. You're being too critical, too nitpicky. And this is where Spirit's going to pull in and say, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. What, have you got some facts to base this up? Is there something more that you should be looking at? Don't just base it all on one opinion. They want you to expand your knowledge and know what it is that you need in order to feel happy and complacent again. If it's up here in the psychology of everything, that's what often air signs are. It's all about that thinking power, okay? You could be finding that your thinking is focusing on the negatives rather than the positive attributes. Now, of course, she rules Libra. Okay, the Queen of Swords, and this Libra rules the 7th house, which is to do with blood work. It's also to do with the kidneys. It's to do with conditions to do with blood work. So you may be finding things are really needing to have a little bit of focus on your diet, your vitamin and mineral intake, okay, and your blood counts. For the kidneys and the bladder, this could just be about you balancing out your life or your lifestyle. And once again, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but this does tend to bring in areas that may be quite sensitive, which you may need to take a little bit of a look at. And please, guys, if you do need medical attention, go and follow it and seek it. In connection with your relationships. Okay, look, we've got the Sun in reverse here. Now, the Sun in reverse tells you that previous or past issues tend to be resurfacing again, except this time you can't brush it away. You're going to have to deal with it head on. Now, if you're a non-confrontational person, then that just means that you'll have to find a very creative way in being able to deal with this circumstance. If you are confrontational, it's almost like as if you're saying, I'm going to not put this to rest until I see a workable solution. And I feel success is very close. So this is about putting your heads together, working on the same page, and creating an avenue in which you both can achieve the results that you want. Because I do feel like as if it's there to happen. It just takes that extra push or that little bit of feeling of understanding. Now, for those that are already kind of going through a turbulent time, it's almost like as if this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. And this is where you could be finding, look, it's time to make that next step or the next level of decision making, and it's time to now remove the circumstance or the situation because it's not going to be solved anytime soon. You've already been through this, years of this or months of this, okay, and now it's about getting a different form of advice or taking a different avenue in which to be able to gain the results that are going to be satisfactory. Now, for those that are single and looking, well, I just keep on feeling like it has something to do with the past. Where is somebody or something still got a hold on you? And maybe this is where Spirit's saying, well, hang on a minute, you can't move forward and you can't move back because the situation isn't enabling you that opportunity to really deal with circumstances as is. So this gives you an opportunity in this month to really go through a sense of reflection and saying, where am I not seeing what I need to see? Where am I not deluding, but I'm just putting that veil of illusion up, hoping it'll just poof, settle itself. Well, it's not, okay? It's not going to do that. And this is where there's talking about the fact is maybe the realization is you need to look at this and say, how many times has this been reoccurring? How many times have I been down this pathway before? And what can I do to settle things so that I can be a lot more emotionally happy and a lot more content, not just in myself, but also in potential relationships and friendships. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time and energy. I really appreciate you taking the time to visit my channel. Thank you.